The next important thing that you'll want to do is you probably want to use your own domain name, because by default your website address is just whatever you entered. Like in this case, I put in Todd Test, so it's toddtest.judgmentsite.com. You might have entered your business name or your name or city name or something like that, but it's whatever you entered, .judgmentsite.com. Now you probably want to use your own domain name, like We Buy Judgments, or something along those lines, or maybe the name of your business, something along those lines. So to do that, it's pretty simple, but you do have to go and buy a domain name. For instance, like at GoDaddy.com, you can buy a domain name. You don't need to buy hosting or any of the other stuff they try to sell you to add on to your domain name. Just a domain name. Should be around $12 to $15, somewhere in that range. So a domain name you can pick up front, usually under $15 you can get a domain name, and then you just have to basically point it to your website. So let me walk you through how to do that. There's just a few steps, pretty simple though. Now, of course, the first thing is to go ahead and buy your domain name. If you haven't done that, that's the first step. So I'm just going to go over to GoDaddy and I'll show you how to do that. So I've already purchased domain names, so I'm not going to go through the purchasing process. That's going to change from time to time anyway, the way they handle that. But if we just scroll down, and well, if you go to my account, that's what I clicked on, was my account. Or you can go to all products and my account, something like that. And then if you scroll down, you'll find domains. And what we want to do is just click this little button that says launch next to domains. That launches the domain manager area where you can make changes to your domains. And so anyway, I have some of my domains listed here, and I'm just going to click one that I want to use. This isn't a very good example of a domain name to use for a judgment site, but it's just one that I'm not using, so I'm going to click this one. It's called sampleretailsite.com. I'm going to click that. And then this takes us to where we can make changes to the domain name. So there's just a couple things you want to check for. Normally when you first get a domain name, it's parked at GoDaddy. So let's just scroll down. We'll look at name servers. You'll probably see something like this, like some number.domaincontrol.com. If it says something like that, it's probably parked at GoDaddy and you don't have to change anything there. If you've used this domain for another website though, you'll have to go to set name servers. So again, you only have to do this if you've used this domain name for another website before. And what you would want to do is click I want to park my domains here, and then scroll down to click OK. I'm not going to do that because mine are already parked, but you'd have to do that first. Then what you want to do, and you might have to give that some time, maybe give it 15 minutes or so to let it take effect if you've in that case. But assuming you haven't used this before, or you've already done that change, you go to here where it says DNS Manager and click Launch. And the very first thing that we see here where it says A host is the thing that we want to change. And basically you just need to change this number right here. But let me show you where to get that number. Let me go back over to your website, and if you go to Tools and Domain Mapping, Tools and Domain Mapping, that's where you can get the setting that you need to use. And let me just move this here. So and we need this page anyway, so we're going to leave this up. So it tells you here to use this this number. So it says to use an A record. I know it's kind of technical, but you don't really need to worry about all that. Just copy this number. Just select that number, only that number, nothing extra. You can right click and choose copy if you want. That's an easy way to do it, so you make sure you get the numbers right. And then we'll go back over to GoDaddy, and what we want to do is, for this number here, if you put the mouse over it, you see this little pencil, and I'm going to click that pencil, and then I'm just going to replace that number with the one that I copied. You can do that by highlighting this or deleting it and then choosing paste, or Control V on your keyboard does the same thing. So do that and then click Save Zone File and just click OK. It tells you here it usually takes about an hour to take effect. Usually it's faster than that, but if it doesn't work right away, then it just hasn't taken effect yet. So that's the first step. We need to do that, and then also we need to go back over to our website, and you need to tell your website what domain name you're going to be using. So in this case, I used sampleretailsite.com. So you have to enter that there and then click Add over here on the right. You can see the Add button. I'm going to click that. And now it says it's set up. I might be able to click this and it might work right away, or there might still be a delay on GoDaddy's end, but I'm going to click it and we'll see if it's working. I haven't, okay, and it is working already, so that's good. So you can see it often works a lot faster than 1 hour, especially if you haven't been already using the domain name for something else. And in this case, this was a new domain, so as we can see here, it's using that. And let me just move this to where you can see my address bar at the top is sampleretailsite.com. It's not toddtest.judgmentsite.com. It's the actual domain name that's coming up. So we've set up our own domain name here. That's good to do for your marketing purposes and things like that. You can put your own domain name in your advertising. It looks a little more professional that way. So that's how to get your site customized, get it set up the way you want. Now the final thing I wanted to go over is how to get in touch with us if you have any problems with your website, or you need help with it, you can't figure out how to make it do what you want it to do, or something's not right, you need some sort of help. We're available to help you with that. So the way to get in touch with us is to go to judgmentsite.com/contact. Or if you just go to judgmentsite.com, at the bottom of the site you'll find a Contact Us link. You can just click Contact Us and that will take you here. So just fill out your name, email, and your message and click Send Email Now, and that will send us a message. If you feel like the kind of help you need might involve a phone call and you would like us to call you, just leave your phone number in the message as well, and we can find a time to give you a call. We don't have people sitting by the phones 24 hours a day to answer your phones, because that would increase the cost of your website. So to keep the cost low, we don't have support that's answering phones all the time, but as needed we will give you a phone call, or the quickest way is actually by email most of the times, because we can do that anytime. And so whenever we get a chance, we'll respond. We'll try to do our best to respond within 1 business day to your message. So we're always here to help you if you have any problems or need help. So thank you again for ordering your Judgment site, and please let us know if you have any problems or concerns or suggestions. We're always looking to improve the sites and make them better. So if there's something that you think would help you, please let us know. That will help us to make the service better for you and for all our customers. So thank you again, and have a great day.